A carry here for Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 3. Combo. 72. That's right, man. They don't want it. Mike 3. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10.
2-yard line. Here we go, baby.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete here.
Brady's pass.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Taken down at the 40.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Burrow's pass.
He missed on his first 3 passes. It was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
5-yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Brady on the slant. This is Chark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Hunt. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Check 50, check 50. Check the outreach. Sugar.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes Cohen. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Carried by number 2.
A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Brings up 2nd
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hands it off out of the gun. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
A 7-yard.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st down, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run with Hunt, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
It's good to make it 17-7.
It is good. Makes the score.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow loses the football. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Browns 17. Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. This is Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set. And
they hand off to their big tight end. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 44.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Brady now on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. This is Hunt on the draw play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Browns.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The penalty does everything but get them a first down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now they try the right side here. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 4.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
3 yards. It's 4th down.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the 2nd half. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 44 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And this will be caught at the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth.
Jaguars 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Chris Conley, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final